Alright, this evening we're actually going to get to the forks. I know a lot of people have been requesting this video, but I'm doing this kind of as I go in a series, so I didn't want to do it before it was that time had come, and now here we are. As you can see, I've got the fork in a vise. Got it well padded because I do not have rubber blocks for that vise. It's just a cheap one. First thing I like to do, I'm going to show you two different ways. I've actually drained the oil out of this fork already. I've already got one of the forks done. But I'll show you all the procedures. First thing I like to do is take the bottom cap off, and you'll more than likely need an impact for that, and because it can spin, and it's a 14 millimeter. So once you take that off, this is actually your valve in here. So that's actually technically loose. So just leave that in there for the time being. Next thing you want to do, flip the fork around, and I like to do this even with just an oil change. So, and don't leave that all, leave the other end in there. Don't take it all the way out, and then unscrew this end, and then you don't want to have it at an angle too much. Actually, you want to have it pretty level, where you want to hold it up. Next thing you do is you'll take out the whole assembly, which has got the spring, the guide, and the inner tube. So you'll take that out, set that someplace, and then if you're just doing the oil, you'd want to take it over, remove the bottom plug, and then you'll want to hold it upside down and pump it to get all the oil out, and then the other end, take that out all the way, and then pump that as well. So you'll get the oil out of the inner and outer chambers, and then you're all set. So that's it really, and if you're changing the oil, just the oil, then you're pretty much done. You put it back together, get it all tightened up to spec, and you're done. And you'll have to know your oil levels and whatnot. And we'll go over that in this video as I do the entire fork, because I'm actually going to rebuild this fork completely. So next thing I want to do is put it in the vise. This is the outer tube, so I mean, you don't have to be too gentle with it, but you don't want to dent the thing. So got that there, and now we're at our seal. So first thing you'll have to get is the dust cap off. And you'll need a series of flathead screwdrivers to do this. I like to start with a tiny one. Just work your way around. And you can replace just the dust seals. That's what a lot of people actually carry, but if you're going that far, replace it all. The dust seal, you've got to take everything else off. So don't just replace the dust seal. It doesn't make any sense. Take a bigger screwdriver. See, it just slides right off. Next area, you'll notice in here, I don't know if you'll be able to see it. You probably can't. Maybe there, yeah. You can see there's actually a clip in there. And that you'll need another small screwdriver or a pick of some sort. And you can just push it down. Or push it in. Now be careful, keep this. Don't bend it. Because you will have to reuse this. Most of the rebuild kits do not include a new spring. And this fork is not leaking too bad, but it does have a little residue on it. So and I'd rather be safe than sorry. So there's the clip. Next thing you want to do, apologize, this bench is a bit of a mess. Next thing you want to do is actually pretty simple. You'll notice that the inner tube is still kind of held in place here. Well, old-fashioned way to do it, the only way you really can do it is you just want to make sure it's good and tight. Just yank it. Almost like a slide hammer. So let's do this again. There you go. There's your seal, washer. There's the entire innards of the actual inner tube. And you can see inside of here, you've got your chamber. I don't know if you could see that. You'll notice in mine there are chunks. And this is why I did the first one off camera. I'm going to go ahead and set this up. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. I'm going to set it up at a different angle, probably on the floor, and then we'll go from there.